Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Amritpal Singh. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. In a boost to infrastructure in the national capital region, Prime Minister Modi inaugurates two major national highway projects aimed at providing multimodal connectivity and decongest Delhi. India's Election Commission rubbishes charge of fraud in special intensive revision of electoral rolls, says that the poll panel does not discriminate among political parties. And the European Union's Ursula von der Leyen says she'll now join Zelensky along with other European leaders on his Washington visit on Monday to meet President Trump. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday inaugurated two major national highway projects worth a combined cost of nearly 11,000 crore rupees in Delhi. The projects include the 10.1 kilometer long Delhi section of the Dwarka Expressway and the Urban Extension Road, the second phase, developed under the government's comprehensive plan to decongest the capital city. This is likely to greatly improve connectivity, cut travel time and reduce traffic in its surrounding areas. The Prime Minister also inaugurated the Alipur to Dichang Kalan stretch of the Urban Extension Road Phase 2, along with new links to Bahadurgarh and Sonipat. This will ease traffic on Delhi's inner and outer ring roads and other busy points. Prime Minister Modi also witnessed an exhibition that was put up about the projects inaugurated. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi also interacted with construction workers of the Delhi section of the Dwarka Expressway and the Urban Extension Road Phase 2. Prime Minister also received a grand welcome by supporters as he reached the venue of the inauguration ceremony. Prime Minister Modi also addressed the gathering on the occasion. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and Haryana Chief Minister Naib Singh Saini were present at the occasion. Addressing the event, Prime Minister Modi said country's capital Delhi is witnessing a development revolution, while also mentioning that Delhi should emerge as a symbol of developing India.
दुनिया जब भारत को देखती है, परखती है, तो उसकी पहली नजर हमारी राजधानी पर पड़ती है, हमारी दिल्ली पर पड़ती है। इसलिए दिल्ली को हमें विकास का ऐसा मॉडल बनाना है जहां सभी को महसूस हो कि हां, ये विकसित होते भारत की राजधानी है। साथियों, बीते 11 साल से केंद्र में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने इसके लिए अलग अलग स्तरों पर निरंतर काम किया है। यहां नमो भारत जैसा आधुनिक रैपिड रेल सिस्टम है, यानी बीते 11 वर्षों में दिल्ली एनसीआर में आना जाना पहले के मुकाबले आसान हुआ है। साथियों, दिल्ली को बेहतरीन शहर बनाने का जो बीड़ा हमने उठाया है, वो निरंतर जारी है।
Speaking on cleaning of River Yamuna, Prime Minister said that about 16 lakh metric tons of silt has been removed from the river.
यहां पास में ही भलसवा लैंडफिल पास साइट है। यहां आसपास जो परिवार रहते हैं उनके लिए कितनी समस्या है ये हम सभी जानते हैं। हमारी सरकार ऐसी हर परेशानी से दिल्ली वालों को मुक्ति दिलाने में जुटी हुई है। साथियों, मुझे खुशी है कि रेखा गुप्ता जी के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली की भाजपा सरकार यमुना जी की सफाई में भी लगातार जुटी हुई है। मुझे बताया गया कि यमुना से इतने कम समय में 16 लाख मैट्रिक टन सील्ड हटाई जा चुकी है। इतना ही नहीं, बहुत कम समय में ही दिल्ली में 650 देवी इलेक्ट्रिक बसें शुरू की गई है।
Speaking on the occasion, Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari highlighted Prime Minister Modi's roadmap which aims to reduce the logistics cost of the nation.
अगर मैं ये कहूंगा कि दिल्ली की 50% ट्रैफिक जाम की समस्या ये UR2 और द्वारका एक्सप्रेस हाईवे के कारण अगर कम होगी तो मुझे लगता है आश्चर्य नहीं होगा। इन प्रोजेक्ट्स को हमने दिल्ली से जो अलग अलग जगह से भी जोड़ा है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो रोड मैप दिया है उसमें लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट को कम करना है। हमारे देश की लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट 14 से 16% है, चाइना की लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट 8% है और यूरोपियन और अमेरिका की ये 12% है।
Amid the special intensive revision or voter lists in Bihar, the Election Commission of India held a press conference in Delhi on Sunday. The Election Commission emphasized the importance of voter registration and participation for all eligible citizens aged 18 and above. Speaking at the press conference, Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar said that the special intensive revision or the SIR process has begun in Bihar and around 1.6 lakh booth level agents have prepared draft voter lists at every booth.
SIR की प्रक्रिया में सभी मतदाता, बूथ लेवल ऑफिसर्स और सभी राजनीतिक दलों द्वारा नामित 1.6 लाख BLAs ने मिलकर एक प्रारूप सूची तैयार की है। इस प्रारूप सूची में त्रुटियां हटाने के लिए एक बार फिर निर्धारित समय परिधि में सभी मतदाता और राजनीतिक दल मिलकर अपना बहुमूल्य योगदान दे रहे हैं।
The Election Commission has also asked those who are leading the voters in the name of vote theft to file an affidavit or offer apology within 7 days.
दुनिया का सबसे बड़ी मतदाता सूची हमारे पास है, लगभग 90 करोड़ से 100 करोड़ के बीच में। सबसे बड़ी मतदाता सूची, सबसे बड़े चुनाव कर्मियों की फौज, सबसे ज्यादा मतदान करने वाले लोगों की संख्या और इन सब के समक्ष, सारे मीडिया के समक्ष ये कहना कि अगर मतदाता सूची में आपका नाम एक बार और है तो आपने 2 बार मतदान किया होगा और कानूनी अपराध किया होगा, और मेरे सारे मतदाताओं को अपराधी बनाना और चुनाव आयोग शांत रहे, संभव नहीं। हलफनामा देना होगा या देश से माफी मांगनी होगी, तीसरा विकल्प नहीं है। आपके माध्यम से मैं यह भी कहना चाहता हूं, अगर 7 दिन में हलफनामा नहीं मिला तो इसका अर्थ ये सारे आरोप निराधार हैं।
Okay, for more on that story, I'm joined by my colleague Siddharth Bhardwaj, who was there at covering the press conference. Siddharth, we see a very passionate response by the Chief Election Commissioner there. What was his take on the allegations of fraud? What was his clarification that the Election Commission is not discriminating here and everything is in order?
See, Amrit, the take was really clear, loud and clear today. The Election Commission of India has come out with a very sharp response, especially to those people who are levelling baseless allegations against the constitutional body. And Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar, like you've also heard, has said clearly, loud and clear, categorically, he mentioned that those people who are levelling baseless allegations against the constitutional body and misleading the public, the voters of India, the people of India, should have to either file an affidavit or an apology. And the time frame given for that is 7 days. This is what he said. And also, Chief Election Commissioner has said that, there were some pictures of people who were spread in media without even their permission. So that is, breach of privacy. So Election Commission will never do any breach of privacy, and that's the reason why the CCTV footage of the polling booths will not be released, and that is the same reason, because it will breach the privacy of the people. He has also said that Election Commission of India is standing firm, standing tall with the people of India. He also expressed concerns regarding the fact that the verified documents and the verified reports are not reaching the political leaders of the national and the state parties. So, and some people are trying to ignore the reality, but in reality, everyone, including the stakeholders, are working in unison when it comes to the Bihar's electoral roll. He also said that Election Commission of India, as far as this transparent process is concerned, is standing tall and is ready to provide every assistance to the people of India. But then he also, again, I would say that he mentioned like 4 or 5 times this thing, that there are still 15 days left when it comes to the SIR in Bihar, and he said that there are still 15 days left, and anyone who finds any sort of discrepancy in that electoral roll may come and contribute to update that electoral roll. He said that 4 or 5 times, okay. Amrit. So basically the message which goes loud and clear from here is that the Election Commission, that the confidence which we saw in the language of Chief Election Commissioner today in the much important press conference, and message which goes is that Election Commission stands with the people of India, the voters, and also will take action against everyone who will level baseless allegations against the constitutional body. Amrit.
All right, so that we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us for the moment. And India's space hero Shubhanshu Shukla returned to India in the early hours of Sunday after his historic visit to the International Space Station. Shukla, who splashed down off the coast of California on the 15th of July after an 18-day stay aboard the ISS, was received at the Delhi airport by a host of ministers, ISRO chief and students. Shukla's backup astronaut Prashant Balakrishnan Nair also returned to the homeland.
India's space glory touches Indian soil. As the proud son of Mother India, astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla landed in Delhi in the early hours of Sunday morning amid applause, pride and patriotism. His return was marked by a tearful reunion with his family and a special distinction for his wife Kamna Shukla, who became the first Indian woman to ever take a call from space. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, ISRO Chairman Dr. V. Narayanan and Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta joined in to honour the astronaut, whose journey to the International Space Station etched a new milestone in India's space story. Accompanying him was another equally accomplished Group Captain Prashant Balakrishnan Nair, who was India's designated backup for the mission to the International Space Station. Nair was one of the astronauts selected for India's first human mission, Gaganyaan. Notably, the lower house of India's Parliament, or the Lok Sabha, will hold a special discussion on India's space journey and Shukla's historic mission aboard ISS on Monday. The House will debate on India's first astronaut aboard the ISS, the critical role of space program for Prasar Bharati by 2047. Overall, Shukla brings back more than memories. His training at NASA, Axiom and SpaceX facilities, along with his mission experience at the ISS, will power India's next giant leap into space, the Gaganyaan human spaceflight mission set for 2027. Shubhanshu Shukla's return is not just the homecoming of a hero, it's the beginning of India's bold new era in space exploration. With Tapas Bhattacharya, Tanvi Taneja for DD India.
Still to come up on this edition of DD India Live, Air Canada to resume flights after government issues directive to end flight attendant strike. Another cloudburst in Jammu and Kashmir, 7 dead in Kathua's Janglote area. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Amritpal Singh. The leaders of France, Britain and Germany are due to host a video call on Sunday for their so-called coalition of the willing to discuss the way forward. Though the conflict in Ukraine raged on, with Kyiv announcing on Saturday that Russia had launched 85 attack drones and a ballistic missile during the night. In an earlier statement, they welcomed the plan for a Trump-Putin-Zelensky summit, but added that they would maintain pressure on Russia in the absence of a ceasefire. Trump notably had said that the United States was prepared to provide Ukraine security guarantees, an assurance German Chancellor hailed as significant progress. Merz said that Trump had indicated that Russia seemed ready to negotiate based on the front lines of the conflict rather than the borders of Ukrainian regions, it claims.
Jetzt soll es weitere Gespräche geben am Montag in Washington zwischen Präsident Trump und Präsident Zelensky. Dann möglichst bald ein trilaterales Treffen, also mit den 3 Präsidenten Trump, Zelensky, Putin, um dann ein schnelles Abkommen herbeizuführen. Wenn das gelingt, ist das mehr wert als ein Waffenstillstand, der möglicherweise über Wochen andauert, ohne weitere Fortschritte in den politischen, diplomatischen Bemühungen.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said in a post on X that she will be meeting US President Donald Trump along with other European leaders in the White House on Monday at the request of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. She welcomed Zelensky in Brussels later on Sunday and together will participate in a meeting of European leaders. Other European leaders include French President Emmanuel Macron. The NATO chief will also be a part of the meeting. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz will also join the Ukrainian President and the European Commission President for the talks. European leaders, including the German Chancellor, the French President and the Italian Prime Minister, NATO Secretary General and the British Prime Minister will join Zelensky for a crucial meeting with President Trump. The leaders are expected to press Donald Trump on finding a resolution to the conflict, with concerns that his stance could benefit Putin. In a statement, Chancellor Merz highlighted that the discussions will focus on security guarantees, territorial issues and continued support for Ukraine. While the UK Prime Minister's office said that during the White House meeting, Prime Minister Starmer and his European counterparts will reaffirm their unwavering support for Ukraine and their commitment to backing it for as long as necessary. Air Canada has said it will resume flying on Sunday after the government ordered an end to a strike by 10,000 flight attendants that effectively shut down the country's largest airline and snarled summer travel. The Canadian Industrial Relations Board directed Air Canada to resume airline operations and for all Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge flight attendants to resume their duties by 1400 hours on August 17th. the airline said in a statement. It added that flights would resume this evening with a gradual ramp up over the coming days. In Israel, protesters gathered at the Hostage Square in Tel Aviv on Saturday, calling for the return of all hostages. The families were joined by the family of hostage Bipin Joshi, a citizen of Nepal, kidnapped from the kibbutz Alumim on October 7th. The hostage families are calling for a nationwide strike on Sunday in an effort to further urge government to bring back their relatives. There are 50 hostages still held in Gaza, of whom Israel officials believe that 20 are alive. Most of those freed so far emerged as a result of diplomatic negotiations. Time for some other news from around the world now. In Indonesia's capital, Jakarta, the country's 80th Independence Day was celebrated with F-16 jets roaring over the skies, circling the national monument. The program also featured singers, orchestras performing folk songs, and young viral performers blending tradition with modern style. In Saudi Arabia, over 100 performers came together in a show that blended technology with Saudi traditions. It was a fine example of the country's fast-growing entertainment sector, also diversifying the kingdom's economy. In Morocco's coastal town of Al Jadida, locals celebrated the traditional festival of Moroccan equestrian art, Tabourida. The air rang with the sound of guns as thousands of riders and horses celebrated the festival. At the US-Mexico border in Tijuana, activists and advocates thronged to celebrate the Friendship Park anniversary. The park has been used as a binational space for communities from both countries. In Jammu and Kashmir, at least 7 people died after another incident of cloudburst hit the North Indian Union Territory on Sunday. The latest cloudburst reported in Janglot area of Kathua district on Sunday morning. Apart from casualties, damage has occurred to the railway track and the national highway, while police station Kathua has also been affected. After receiving information of the cloudburst, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh spoke to a senior police official of Kathua district and inquired about the incident. The minister expressed condolences to the families of the deceased. The minister, in a social media post, stated that civilian administration, the military and paramilitary has swung into action and the situation is being continuously monitored. In another post, the Union Minister informed that helicopter services have been arranged for shifting the injured to appropriate hospitals. 6 injured have been airlifted to the nearest hospitals in Mamoon of Pathankot for treatment. He added that further assistance will be arranged as and when required. Meanwhile, DIG police along with the team is camping at the spot and is in constant touch with Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Hurricane Erin has been downgraded from Category 5 to Category 4, with maximum sustained winds decreasing from 140 miles per hour to 160 miles to 160 miles per hour to 140 to 160 miles per hour. The storm is currently located about 395 miles east of Grand Turk Island and is moving west-northwest at nearly 14 miles per hour. A turn northward is expected on Monday or Tuesday. The Bahamas, which provides some of the meteorological services to the Turks and the Caicos Islands, issued a tropical storm watch for the British Islands to its southeast. Heavy rainfall is expected through Sunday across the North Leeward Islands and the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. Wildfire risks possible if human-caused sparks ignite past vegetation and strong dry winds fan the flames. Let's take a look at some sports news now. Harry Kane and Luis Diaz scored. The Bayern Munich beat Stuttgart 2-1 to lift the German Super Cup for the 10th time. Michael Olise and Kane combined to score the opener in the 18th minute. Kane collected Olise's pass and hit a low shot into the bottom corner of the goal post. In the second half, Diaz headed the ball into the goal post from close range with 13 minutes left. However, Stuttgart pulled a goal back in the stoppage time to make the score 2-1. The win gave Kane a second team trophy of his career after the 32-year-old won the Bundesliga Cup last season. That's it then in this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India's mobile app. The app is available both on Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR codes you see on your screens to download. We'll be back with more as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Amritpal Singh from my entire team here in Delhi. Thank you for watching DD India Live. Bye.